So back in the day, I used to work at a restaurant who had these incredible black and blue burgers, and ever since I left that place, I couldn't stop thinking about them. So I've learned to make my own. The black and blue burger, y'all, it is so tasty, so easy, and I promise you're gonna want that second burger when you have a taste of the first. Let's get to cooking. First things first is the onion. Now, whenever you chop your red onion, you want them really, really thick. That is key. You're gonna want this to caramelize before you're even starting your burger process because it does take quite some time. So I'm gonna add a little bit of oil down, and then I'm just gonna put my 2 giant pinwheels here. Let those cook, get nice and caramelized. You can also use butter if you'd like. Now we gotta talk about the burger. Now today I've used 80/20 ground beef. I needed that fat consistency, just, more flavor, right? I have chose my favorite blackening season that I am putting on top of these burgers. Now, if you're wondering why it's called the black and blue burger, well, the black is for the blackening season part, and the blue is because we're gonna be using some blue cheese crumbles. Really, it's such a different burger, but it makes your taste buds scream. Now, once you finish your blackening season, really put it on there very liberally. And then we're gonna start to smash it. So I'm just going to plop down my butter here. I'm going to take my spatula. I want it all over the place. Nothing like some butter on your smash burger. It is so, so good. Adds incredible flavor. Okay, that's looking good. We're gonna put down our smash burgers here. I like to pre-arrange them. And then take parchment paper because this really is a little trick. It helps from your burger not sticking to your smasher. You can absolutely use your spatula to do this as well. Now for me, when I do this, don't do that. Don't do that at home. So with this one, I smashed it a little too hard. I got a little excited. That's okay. The cool thing about smash burgers is they're pretty forgiving. And the really neat thing about a smash burger also is you really want that lattice look. All right, so sometimes you mess up on those, but hey, Julia Child did it, so I guess I can do it, right? So I've got really 2 pretty smash burgers. The other 2 not so pretty. But again, the great thing about smash burgers is they're very forgiving. You want that really crispy lattice around the edges. A couple more minutes here on the burgers, and then we're gonna flip. Don't forget about those onions. Let them get nice and caramelized because trust me, when they're on these burgers, they're divine. So we're just gonna flip these onions. Look at that caramelization there. That is what you want. Make sure you are cooking it on high. So now it's time to check these burgers. They're time to flip here. Look at that crispiness. That's what we're looking for here. Smash burgers are very, very forgiving, which I love. So we're going to cover a little bit of this with some blue cheese. Blue cheese crumbles, like I said, are absolute key in this. Actually, it's gonna be way easier for me just to pick it up with my hands, y'all. Now, I like the blue cheese crumbles in between each layer of the burger. I think it really just adds for that extra creaminess. Okay, now we're gonna stack them here. It is absolutely stunning, gorgeous. The onions, I can already tell those are done as well. So I'm gonna turn my heat off. I'm gonna quickly just toast my buns here. About 30 seconds here on the buns. Once those are nice and toasted, then it is time to build. I wanna talk about something special I like to add to these black and blue burgers. That's some crispy onion straws. You can buy these pre-made, pre-bagged in your local grocery store. They just add that extra crunch that you are missing out on this burger. Of course, you can add whatever you want. Lettuce, tomato, onion, pickles. I mean, it's all your burger, right, to choose from. So I am going to just quickly check these buns here because you don't want them to burn. These are looking perfect, so we're gonna scoot them on over here. Right. Here's our buns. Ooh, beauty. Okay. Let's talk about the sauce. Now, the sauce is my favorite part of this recipe, honestly. All I've done is I've taken mayonnaise, I've taken whole grain ground mustard. I'm going to put it here on my buns. And then this is the part where, hey, if you want to add ketchup, mustard, whatever your favorite burger sauce is, you absolutely can. Just a tip. You want it on both sides of the bun. All right, that's looking good. Let's go ahead and talk about our veggies here. We're gonna put down some lettuce. Lettuce is, I gotta have lettuce on my burger. Lettuce, and then slice of tomato here. Now we're gonna go ahead and grab our onions. These have been cooking up. How beautiful are those? Nothing like a crispy red onion. Right? And the burger goes. Ooh. Don't worry, we're gonna add some more blue cheese crumbles to the top here. And that extra dark look, it's not meaning it's burnt. That's actually from our blackening season. That's what you want. And for me, I'm gonna add a little bit more blue cheese crumbles here on top of my burger, kind of spread it around. And then the last part of this whole thing, y'all, is gonna be those crispy onion straws. Trust me, you're gonna want this on your burger here. Pile it on top high. And there she is. Woo, what a beauty. All right, let's put her little hat on and press down a little bit, and look at that, y'all. Oh my goodness. This looks amazing, and I can't wait to dig in. These are big guys, so I'm definitely gonna cut into one of these here. Oh my goodness, y'all. And if you're wondering what restaurant I used to work at, well, I'll tell you. I was a bartender at Tilted Kilt. It's an Irish Scottish pub, and these were our top selling burgers, and there's a reason for it. I want you to check it out here. Look at all of that yummy ooey gooiness between the blue cheese crumbles, the caramelized onion, y'all. All right, let's dig in. Stop talking. Wow. The flavors. This is the first thing I taste. First thing I taste is the blackening season. Then I taste the blue cheese crumbles and the onions and everything else. Absolutely delicious. Don't forget, make that sauce. It only takes a second, y'all. Mayonnaise, some whole ground mustard in there, mix it up. This is gonna be a family favorite. Trust me, easy weeknight meals done right. Remember, you always want to keep it quick, you gotta keep it simple, and most importantly, you gotta keep it delicious. My name's Taylor Mock, and I'll see you on the next episode. Cheers.